Hi, Jack Leaders, and welcome. It's Jackie coming to you on our fantastic Friday for Leaders. Last week, we had our action planning webinar, which was a regional meeting talking about just what November has for each and every one of you and your team. This week on Fabulous Friday, I'm going to give you a leaders edition of our leader meeting. Some of you saw a little bit of this when I was on the road throughout Michigan, and I'll be in Minnesota and Maryland throughout the next couple of days. But I wanted every leader to have the 4 Ps. It's a great leader meeting. We had some wonderful aha moments, and this is to feed you. So try not to multitask when you watch this. Just grab a notebook and grab your thoughts and open your mind and heart to you as a leader. This is our personal development for each and every one of you. There are 3 Ps to leadership, and I've added a 4th, which is a policy update. That policy and procedure update, as you know, we've talked about this throughout the year. I think we've been talking about it for a year, but I've really, since spring, I think it was April or May, I brought back the first edition of mini videos and information, as I will continue to do each month for leaders and or consultants. And we'll have a couple of different things about this. We'll talk about it live on our networking groups on the calendar for November 22nd. And we will, we'll do it there. But I also, on the Goal Achieving webinar next Friday, everything is on the first 4 Fridays this month. I will also have live discussion with all of you. And we're just going to keep talking about this because your feedback really matters. So it helps Anna and Jessica, who you've all met on our policy and procedure webinars or segments of training for leaders. It helps them know how we can better train the field. What other information, what FAQs do you all have? So keep coming to me with feedback by showing up every Friday and at 9 a.m. or for our DM3s and above on the 22nd at 11 a.m. Pacific, okay? So, all right, let's take it away and get you to your edition of leaders and leadership and the 3 Ps. So here we go. Let me take you to my screen and bear with me. And again, it's recorded so you can share this as well with your leaders. All right, here we go. So as we kick off our leader session, true leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders. That's a great quote from Tom Peters, which is what multi-level marketing is about. Continuously having layers and layers of leaders who continue to market the business and market beauty. So when you think about yourself, are you creating followers, which would be a lot of clients and consultants, or are you creating leaders, right? And so when we take a look at Jafra, starting as a leader and having 8 levels of compensation for you, as you know, as you see, to get to each title, the first and most important requirement is not literally the dollars and cents, but it's having more people have the leadership opportunity. So I invite you to just take a deep breath and say, wow, what am I doing every day to develop leaders? Do I look for leaders? Do I invite leaders? Do I develop the leaders I have to develop more leaders? If not, we become a flat pancake, right? So remember at conference, Scott talked about the cake and Paulo and having this delicious layer of cake. That's where layers of leaders come in. Having a team at your boardroom, planning and developing and working together. Painting it purple would be lonely by yourself. That's, again, being a manager. Having and developing a team who want to grow their business and make change in their life. That's, again, what we have for you. So I love that quote because it always reminds me of the joy of Jafra's compensation plan. So I challenge you all. Do you all understand Jafra's compensation plan? You know, in units, we have a college course called Compensation Plan. Watch it again. We don't show it to others if we don't know it ourselves. So I invite you to set your sights. How could I help others grow their teams this November and December season? This is the best season for people opening up their own Jafra business to shop and share and profit, right? And it's the best season when sales happen naturally because they're gift selling and buying for themselves or gift shopping. And you deliver holiday gift services, right, to help them save time, money, and have unique gifts under the tree. So these charts are for you. You'll have your slides, but it's really to say, wow, where am I? How do I get to those titles? Remember, it's the number of leaders that you develop. 1 leader, 2 leaders, 3 leaders when you're a district manager, 5 leaders, 7 leaders, 10 leaders when you move into the district director rankings, and then you have ambassador with 15. Your generations, again, are this is your central branch commission. Generation 1 is leaders that come out of your central branch to form your central district. And that's the commission our compensation plan pays. Generation 2 is when that central district starts to grow. Generation 2, just like family members, right? Those are indirect branches, no longer direct branches, because they're a direct out of a direct called an indirect. And you can see as many groups as you have, like a district manager level 3, you get paid 3 generations down. That's what you receive commission override on. So again, when you're developing leaders and then teaching them to develop leaders, that's how you grow in compensation. You stop at generation 5 once you have 5 groups until you become an ambassador, where it then becomes as wide as you are, is as deep as you can have generations. So 15 is 15 generations. So I'm going to pause and say, at every meeting, are you adding a little bit of, did you know what you have in your compensation plan? It's just a fresh start and a fresh season where people are wanting, maybe all year they said they wanted to be a leader but never did it. What if they did because you called them and said, why not now? Let's go to conference as a new manager. Let's go there and bring your team. I believe in you, and let's work closely over the next 8 weeks, 4 weeks, and make it happen. So we had a great Smart Start Advanced Future Leader meeting last night where we set our breakdown to make a plan, set a goal, make a plan, organize your time and activities, and make it happen in November. That's what you can do as well. It's us all working together to develop leaders. The biggest joy is when you see your leader put on her red dress for the first time. It's great when you have yours, but your world changes. It's kind of like your children having children, right? I've heard, I don't have them yet, but I've heard having grandchildren is the greatest joy in life. So I just paused from that quote and thought, let's come back to what we have. All right, let's now go again to the 3 P's of leadership. So we want to develop leaders, but what are the 3 P's? The first P is purpose. Purpose means inspiring others who believe in what you believe and therefore are willing to follow you. How often are you leading people, sharing your beliefs in them, inspiring them, watching our personal development webinars on Tuesdays together? Look at these amazing values. Who are you as a leader? What values matter? And then how do you share those values with your team? In a room, in your calls, in your coaching, in your Zoom rooms, in your team time, your trainings. Write down your values again. Write down your top 5 of you as their Jafra leader. And then pause and think, where, when, with whom, and how often do I show those values? Purpose matters because that's how you create people who work right alongside you. Leading with positive ethical values builds trust and brings out the best in people, which brings out the best in any organization, which leads to greater results. This is a quote from Linda Fisher Thornton. You know, I feel our directors at Jafra, your general manager, lead with that. Everything is so positive. They are always wanting to be with us, share with us, to build trust. And they believe in bringing out the best in you and giving you all that you need to fill you inside and out. That's Jafra. It's why many of us have been here a long time, right? So how do you bring out your best? And what can you do to be even better at that? I think you're all absolutely amazing. I so value your loyalty, your belief, your commitment, and each of your different skills and talents. And pause. And when you look at your reports, those are people, right? They're not numbers, they're not results, they're people. They have a heart, and your heart reaching to them matters. The second P, beyond purpose, is a plan. Who are we? Where are we going? What kind of a leadership team do I want to have? But I need a plan. We can say, I want to be an ambassador someday, but it cannot happen without a plan. Breaking down, what does it take for me daily, weekly, monthly, yearly to get to that goal? Successful leaders, a plan is not only knowing where you're headed, but you have to map out how to get there. Literally, break it down each day, each week, personal business, team sponsoring, developing leaders. Those are the only ways we grow in direct sales, right? A leader is someone who demonstrates what's possible. I love Mark Yarnell. I remember that him from years gone by. So you remember as a leader, they're always watching. When there's a trip, they look to see your name. When they go in Jaffa Royalty under recognition, they look to see you. You're who they know. You're who they want to be. So think about in this time of gratitude, a time to be thankful to be a leader in Thanksgiving month, how can we demonstrate that differently? Maybe calling your team and just saying thank you for being in my team. I'm grateful for you. I'd love to know if you want more in this business. And I personally want to invite you to have a seat next to me at National Conference for a new year and a new you. And how could I best serve you in the best season of the year right now? But I'm grateful to have you on my team, like I am with each and every one of you. Your voice matters. So bear with me. I'm going to click past this. I'll come back to this. I'm sorry. So here's another from Maya Angelou. I've learned that people will forget what you say, or people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you make them feel. Have a Feel Friday on your calendar every week and tell people how you feel. Pick 5 consultants a week and say, I just want you to know I feel really grateful that you come to every meeting. You'd be great on our leader team because you're committed and you show up. I'd love to invite you to get together with me and take a look at leadership. You're the type of committed women I want to work with and work alongside. Can we get together tomorrow or Thursday? Or here's what I see in you. Here's what I notice about you. Whether it's the waitress, whether it's a consultant or a client, it's how we make them feel. From our hearts, not our head, not a number, but people heartbeats. Because together with more people, you can accomplish more. Leading others is about inspiring them to say, why not you? Why not now? About empowering people because you believe in them and you don't let them fall, you stick alongside them and you do things together and bring out their best. Allow them to learn, not doing things perfect or waiting till they're ready. Let's learn and grow together. Serving them with love, patience, and understanding. That comes with listening, right? So I love the month of Thanksgiving. The gratitude of being a leader, the gratitude of having a team, the gratitude of loving what you do. Write down how you might want to be the best you, how to reach your team, and just say thank you. Why not? I remember I was the director. I was cooking dinner. It was 5 o'clock on a Thursday night. I remember it obviously vividly. I was young and I was cooking dinner quickly, had to get the two babies fed and get out the door to a Jaffa party. And Guy Walker, the president at the time, called. And he said, "Hi, Jackie, this is Guy Walker." Ah, are you kidding me? I'm not here to take your time, but I truly just wanted to say thank you for being a director in our company. It's because of you we have a company. It's because of you we love to go to work and all the influence and empowerment you bring to people's lives. Thank you. And I can't wait to see everyone on your team at National Conference. I know you're going to have one of the largest teams there. If there's anything you need for support to end the year achieving your goals, we're here for you. But thank you, right? I hung up the phone. It was 30 seconds, just what happened. And what do you think I started to do every year in November? Call my clients, call my leaders, and did phone thankathons and invited them somewhere and believed in them and said, "I'm here. How can I support you?" But just thank you. So that's leading, right? Thank you, Guy Walker. What's the difference between managers and leaders? Managers are administration. They're administering things. They're doing their emails. They're doing just moving things around, right? Or always giving answers versus it's kind of like leading people to giving fish versus teaching people to fish, right? Leaders are innovative. They're creative versus saying, here, let me just move papers around, stay busy, study, post, blah, 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 leave a message. They're innovative, bringing their team together, reaching out and challenging their team, having fun, right? Going painting purple together, doing team parties together. Managers just focus on maintenance, maintaining, surviving a title versus saying, wow, who on my team really could gain from growing a team themselves? I'm going to develop her to be the top partier. I want to develop her. I know she needs this income, and I'm going to stick with her, help her grow her team. And she said, director, someday we're going to do it together. So inviting to learn how to develop her. Managers control. You need to order. You need to do this. Oh, my team. Instead, they inspire. How may I help you become a VIP every month? That's who you are. That's what you deserve. And what would that bring to you and your family with that additional income when you work? Managers have a short-term view, surviving through tomorrow. Leaders have the long-term view, how many directors they'll have on their team, how many ambassadors, how many leaders, how fun it would be to be at a conference with 5 tables full of leaders and their teams. Managers ask how and tell them when to do it. Leaders ask what they want and why do they want it. Managers accept the status quo again, maintenance. Leaders will say, okay, that's okay, but what if? What if you could? Okay, I know you can't. This happened in your life, that happened. I get that. But what if you could and we found a way to do a little different style of business to still achieve the same goal? Managers do the right thing. Do the things right. Oh, I did that really well. That was a great email, right? Oh my gosh, that worked. Leaders do the right things and pause, observe, pay attention, and listen. That's managing versus leading. The joy is leading. It's like teaching your kids, but not doing it for them. Could you imagine tying your kid's shoe every day of their life? No, we help them, we challenge them so they can go to school and tie their own shoes and not be made fun of, right? That's the right thing, teaching them to fish versus giving them the fish. That's where the joy in life is. How joyful is it when your kids are successful in life? They've got their own families and grandkids, right? That you developed your children. You didn't just tell them everything to do and do it for them, right? Being a great leader is not about being in charge. It's taking care of those in your charge. Your team is your charge. Your clients, your leaders. That's from Simon Sinek. So leaders developing leaders. Let's wrap this together for the month of November. And then we'll go back and we'll end with some policy updates quickly, which again, we'll do every Friday in live dialogue, but I'll bring those slides back just to get your mind going, what we're going to do the next 2 Fridays. Leaders developing leaders. Who can you influence this month? Who can you work with to grow their team now in peak sponsoring, selling, and party season? Open the new year with a new team. Invite them. Pick 10 and call them and say, let's get together and just see if this is a fit with coffee or Zoom in the next 48 hours. Go through your team list and pause a minute. Don't look at them as what they do or don't do or what they can do for you. That's managing. Let's look at development. What skills do they have? Maybe in their life, maybe not in job for always, maybe in their life, in their job. What talents do they have? They're the best displayers ever. Who's on your team that had that someday desire? Someday, or they said manager for 5 years and now it's time. How about their qualities? What qualities do they have that would make them great, that people would love? What results? Maybe they're consistently ordering every month. They come to a meeting every month. They're always there saying, what can I do? They go to every conference. What are their needs? Maybe they're alone and they just need a community. They're a widow now. Maybe they need more income. They're working 5 jobs. Maybe you just love them. When was the last time you looked at every consultant and thought about the benefits they would gain, the qualities, skills, talents, or needs they might have, and just had a conversation? Here's your 4 steps. Make your list. I invite you all. Let's all develop a leader. I know we're going to sponsor during holiday peak shopping and selling season, holiday serving season for holiday elf shopping. But let's look for leaders now and go to conference with new leaders, renewed leaders together, Amber Region. Make your list. Look at your team with fresh set of eyes. Write their qualities, why they'd be great. Believe in them in your heart. Don't make it up. List the benefits what they'd most love, and call and invite them in the next day or 2. Put a couple of leader conversations and coffee together on Zoom or in a room, and let them pick day 1 or day 2. Why not? You will have more joy, and that's leaders developing leaders. Leaders building teams with the new VIP club. Wow. So we can influence leaders and we can influence VIPs. 4 months with $400. So think of your new consultants. When you're sponsoring, join our team now. You can add some holiday sales so easy when the average person is spending $250 on holiday shopping and themselves right now. That's easy peasy. It's never that easy again. Never do we buy that many giftables as an American society. You have 6 less shopping days this year. If you're watching the news today, that's all they talked about. Oh my gosh, retail's going, e-tail's going. This is the time. Tell your consultants and invite them to take a part of this hot holiday selling season. Invite new people to join right now. Enjoy some holiday easy selling, simple selling, right? Gift giving season. But go holiday shopping on steroids and take advantage of their 30, 40, 50% direct buy opportunity as well. But you're going to sit with them for their first 4 months till they're a VIP. Along their way, free website, social media, their catalogs, simple sales. And they're going to double dip into VIP Club, getting great rewards and gifts and deals. They're going to get their welcome to Jafra with 50% every month and earning hundreds of dollars of free products. And they're going to have, again, 50% profit. 4 months, $400 or more will find your way to shop and save, but share and profit. What would that extra income each month with 50% do for your family? We have that, but we also have another reward you could choose, which is free shipping at $1,000. It's up to you how much you're willing to work and the type of income you want from this business. But don't forget our 2 sales programs that we have. Plus, let's start with a team of 4. We have two ways to make money. 11% when you add 4 to your team and qualify to team leader. And Jafra gives you 11% commission on your sales and their sales in a monthly commission check. We could do that right away during your 4 months. Matter of fact, this month with your sales, you can start with 4. And then they have a $200 team bonus for hitting your manager maintenance and sales. So we can double your income with VIP. First 4 months, $400. First 4 on your team. And there you have it. 2 ways to grow this business. Building clients, building your team. Who's the first person you want to start the business with? Matter of fact, when we come together next week, bring her with, because it's proven in the industry. People who join the business with a friend are 50% more successful. That's true in life. I've never done Weight Watchers without a friend. I've never gone walking without a friend. I used to run a fitness club, and every woman came in and worked out with a friend. Many of them joined my weight loss franchise, which I also owned, and they joined with a friend. Matter of fact, I encouraged them because they always lost more weight and it lasted longer, and more inches, and it lasted longer when they exercised or came to their weight loss appointments with a friend. Those are facts of the business. So that is developing people. You know, you've got so many stories as you do your calls this month, as you invite them to earn it all. Our agenda is 400, that planner for 400 this month and December. How many achievers will you have? You need to make a plan, how many, and how you're going to connect with them. Next, that beautiful crossbody bag. It's huge. That is amazing, but that's attached to that 400, helping someone join and get off to successful sales right away, right? Next, you've got that VIP club. How many members will you have get their VIP boxes this month, and how are you going to celebrate that on Facebook, at your meetings? This is a cool deal. That is the key. This is the program that's going to make a difference. When consultants are 400 every month, you know what? In direct sales, we find those who make $200 a month are those who stay in the company. It takes a little to make a lot of change in people's lives. So that's what a gig is, right? A little bit of work that has a great return. And it's really kind of mindless work. Beauty is like that, with free websites and social media and 500 products in our 4 great departments and giftables to boot. And they keep maintaining. How many pearl necklace achievers, that's freshwater pearl necklace, will you have from being 400 October, November, December? That gift will drop in January. Your calls, your influence matters. So again, welcome to Jafra. Every consultant that's new is double dipping. They earn welcome to Jafra and VIP. Start with a team of 4. They're earning those monthly gifts, and they're starting at 11% with a $200 bonus in their following 2 months with maintenance. So just imagine, we've given you the red kits this month. Next month is silver and blue. I wonder what'll be in those kits. But look at what we have to make Jafra irresistible right now, for the budget of holiday shopping and the opportunity of creating income for a debt-free end of year. Your packs are amazing. Look at this. If they want fast cash, the packs have it. They can invest in these $200 each. They resell those products, help them plan where they're going to go, how they're going to sell them. And they could have $1,000 to $1,500 potential, right? So that's however they sell them. Here's our goal. It's really about this. This is what they pay, and look at the value of the packs, right? That's the key. So that's smart math to show them what they could do. Next, if they want to go shopping, look at these new consultants doing volume shopping, right? 54 items at $7.41 each. That's smart once in their lifetime. And it's military month. This is a time to say thank you to those in military. Your $99 kit is still half price for anyone in the service. How are we spreading that? So remember, let's focus on everyone joining with a business buddy, a nutty buddy. That's how you develop people instantly. They'll have more fun versus listening to a manager. They'll have that influence. They'll drive to meetings together. They'll do their welcome launch party in their first 7 days together. It saves you time. You will have longer retention, more team sales growth, and they're going to have a whole lot more fun, and they will stay longer too. Imagine you have your 6 directs right now this month qualified. They each bring one, each one reach one. You have 12 towards your team expansion bonus. So again, some might do 2, some might do 4, and again, you win and they win. Remember to use your tools, the memory jogger. This is perfect. This is here to help you make their plan, right? We set a goal, but we have to have a plan, know who we're going to talk to, when, where, and how many each day. Leaders, you have the opportunity to inspire others to earn, achieve, and win. Remember, VIPs are now. Celebrate that. Remember, we've got the pearls coming. So who had 400 in October? Let's keep them on track. Jafra gave you the best gift. Every consultant has 400 this month. Call every I and every P and help them shop. Go on Zoom and go through the book and update their products and their giftables, right? This again is the easiest selling because of gift season and when people spend on average $100 on themselves as well. So that's an average person spending $250 on products now. And invite each person by your voice to national conference. It's proven that when people go to conference, they have 21% more activity that year than the previous year without even knowing it. That's natural. So when was the last time you said, come have a seat at national conference next to me? And let's have a new year and a new opportunity. Come see the new Jafra and renew you. I'd love you to be my guest there. See what they say, right? So you can call and say thank you to your team, your clients, your consultants, and let them know that Jafra is saying thank you as well with our 50% this month, our new VIP club. All of the gifts, rewards, and opportunities are for them. Let's create some irresistible stories. Our top 150 are going to be earning our gold watch. Is that you? This fragrance is amazing, by the way. But post your stories. Show them, again, how to reach 400. Don't say get 400 in sales. Show them how. If they love this fragrance, great. When they sell 15, they're at $400. If they love almond, in the duo, when they have 8, great. Now, how many hand treatments is that each week? And who will you sell that to this week? Help them plan, right? Make sure you reach your new VIPs. Remind them to order early to have their pin to wear during the holiday season and the limit one offer they have this month. Jafra made a beautiful holiday guide. Show them how to use it, how to set up their tabletops, how to post these offers, and again, how to plan to get to 400. This is in your monthly business meeting that you probably already did with your team. But that's a great holiday slide, something you can do socially, something you can lay out on tables. Bottom line, having a plan is this. Have a set of goals. Have direction. Know when you're going to call, who you're going to call, what you're going to say. But also know where it's going to take you. Your why matters. Why is it important for you? If you had 5 years left of your career and it was over, how do you want it to end? If for you, it's being in a Mazda. 5 years will go fast without direction and plan. Know where you want to go. If it's a red dress, then make a plan. You have your upline, you have myself. We have coaching groups. So have that plan. I'm not going to read all of this, but when you look at your calendar, where will you see people in November and December? Did you have business meetings? Do you have team open houses, join meetings, cash in conversations for leadership or sponsoring, team parties, tabletops? Do you have customer appreciation, tabletops within businesses and saying thank you to their customers by hand treatment tables? Partner up. Do gratitude gifts for their staff and let them give you some gratitude gifts for your consultants. Again, looking at going to webinars together and making plans, having Zoom calls to shop or to coach. And what are you doing personally to meet more people, to add more to your team? So you open 2020 with a new team, new leaders, and such a new opportunity, and bringing them to conference. Do you have open houses, Jaffa parties, shopping service calls? I call it the elf service. Stop and shops by zip codes. Maybe you have a lot of consultants and clients over here. Set up a stop and shop at a Panera and invite them and have them each bring a friend. Husband shopping services, holiday pampering for those in our Amber region calendar with all the holidays and events. Host your own parties, have new themes, have facial Fridays, makeup Mondays, Galaxia and gigs, guys and gigs, right? So we see people, and again, we've got to make it happen. It starts now. Peak 8 weeks. You're here. It's the best time of year. This is when we promote a lot of leaders. This is when national recognition has 2 months left to go. Are you tracking? So they're on track for their sales and sponsoring rewards or moving up titles at conference. This season is the perfect holiday season. It's the time to reflect on your blessings, our blessings in Jafra, and seek out ways to make life better for those around us. Let's do it with thankful hearts. So, what I'm going to do is just finish with a couple of updated policies, okay? So bear with me. I'm going to just show you the slides. You will have these slides, and we'll go through them live in groups the next 2 Fridays. Look in your regional calendar. Forgive me while I click back. All I wanted to do was remind you of some of the things we have talked about over the last year. So this has come because it's all new. Don't worry about the past, but we as leaders are great stewards to help our team run businesses strong, and we'll have more and more trainings from Jafra as well as us. But I didn't want to wait. This comes from the first lawsuit a few years ago with Advocare, a $150 million lawsuit that happened with direct sales. Everything is from the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. Herbalife had another big one. Just last week, Nerium had a very big one as well. These are some of the things that we're spotlighting that we really all want to put a halt to now. And any questions we have, meet me the next 2 Fridays, and we'll go through that. And the questions I'll feed to Anna and Jessica in legal to help us as well, so they can create trainings and documents to serve us for us to teach our consultants. Add policies to your monthly meetings just like I do, and share forward what we do. One, remember, you can't make any samples. You have to use the samples only that Jafra have, okay? They have to be Jafra because contamination can happen. You don't want someone suing you, nor Jafra, okay? Not that they would, but only use Jafra. Number 2, please only use your Jafra independent logo when you make something, okay? It's in Jafra Biz for you under legal. Very important you do that. Secondly, you cannot produce something and sell it. This is effective November 1st. That means you can't make t-shirts and sell them. Even if it's the cost of the product or if you're making dollars, you can't make postcards and sell them, okay? So some of you had Lori services, that's okay. Jafra was working alongside her and approving everything she did. And we were able to do that. But as of November 1st, that has changed completely. You can still pay someone to help you make your postcards, help you use the logo and create those. I know Lori will be available for that. I know she makes newsletters for Vicki Hacking. She does a great job. Vicki pays her for those services. That's someone who is a creative computer person, right? I used to do that back in the 90s. I paid someone to come in and make things for me because I didn't have time. So no worries. Lori will give you some models of generic ones, but she is not going to buy products and sell them, okay? Nor can you do that with tablecloths, shirts, or anything. You can get approval from Jafra, like always. Go to jafracares@jafra.com, get permission to make any logo item. That's great. You just can't exchange dollars, okay? If you want to make them and give them to your team versus collect money, and that's a gift, go for it, okay? So number 3, income claims. We've been talking about this for over a year, maybe 2 years. It's in Jafra Biz under legal. You can see things to say, things not to say. I started training on this last April. I've got videos in there. You can go into our Monday units and you'll see some of our videos there, product claims, income claims. Two things, number 3 and 4. You can't go out and show your paycheck and say, listen, you can do $1,000 party and this is how much money you make, because it's not true on the average. You're paying for gas, you're paying for mileage. You can't say this is the house Jafra built. That's not true. You might have invested money. Your husband also contributed with his income. You cut back on your budget. So we just talk average and we talk logic. We have a 50% program. If you're a VIP at 400 and you're selling that, you can figure out your income, right? So again, we have 50%. We have 11% commission that you can make on your team sales and your sales. Those are factual. This is our compensation plan and our rewards, incentives, and bonuses. Yes, we give you a free month if you're willing to follow our career path and willing to work 20 to 30 hours a week and follow the details of the program. You earn that car, okay? You can't say, look, Jafra bought this car for me because you went to a car dealership and used some of your Jafra money, because it probably wasn't 100% Jafra. So, okay, in testimonies, talking about, I love to get up and I actually work my business in my pajamas. I have confidence as a woman. I love to look and feel good every day, and I love to help others feel that way. I love to give people hope, help them be able to not have 5 jobs and maybe have their own business so they have flexibility, freedom, and rewards. You cannot make product claims, so we will no longer post anything, ladies. Does Precious Protein heal eczema? We don't have that in our product pages, so we can't even talk about that or market that, okay? So you're not in that business of medical claims. This is what our product does. It softens. These are the healing ingredients. If they Google and they see that that ingredient helps with that, great. But if it's not printed, it's not our product claim, all right? Number 5, this is really new and a big deal. This is happening from the most recent lawsuits. So this is key, brand new, really important. You cannot reward sponsoring. This is very new, ladies. It's been there, but this is very, very key and much more detailed now. That means you cannot do buy one kit, get one free. You cannot do here's cash for sponsoring. You can't give a gift for sponsoring, okay? So Jafra's looking at everything they do as well. So follow along with us, all right? Start to make change to your newsletters. So just focus on sales. You can't give a gift for a client who leads you to a consultant. So again, it's only for client sales. Why? Because these new lawsuits, trust me, it's just happening now with Miriam lawsuit as well, is because it's like bribing someone to join your company, all right? So again, focus on sales growth. Again, obviously that would happen because you grew more people, but everything is celebrating sales. You can do anything you want with your sales, with your team, with your branch, with your consultants, with your clients. All right. This is from section 7.3.3 if you want to look at policy and procedure. So we're going to work together to share ideas, get answers from our legal team. But I didn't want to stop and wait when I heard this week. I wanted to bring it to, we'll keep talking about it. Do not forget, effective November 1st, you no longer can call in on behalf of a consultant and place their order. Ask them to give them a grace period, consultant or leader. They have to have that authorization form, which is in Jafra Biz for you, filled out, sent to Jafra. She gets a PIN number, and so do you if you're the person that she's allowing to call in or help on behalf of. You can't place orders for consultants on the phone or computer. This is, again, from the FTC. You're tapping into an account that has social security numbers, private information. Can't do it, okay? So if now you understand why the new compensation guide that we set on the back of the October action plan or action was going to be out and it's not there. Some of these new lawsuits are as recent as this week, last month. They're moving quickly right now. So we are pausing and redoing everything and even looking at what we have next year. don't predict what changes we do or how we do it. I just want you all to start thinking that way and knowing the real why behind the scenes. All right. No, everything is in Jafra Biz. You can even print the income words to say and not say and do that at meetings, even for your new consultants joining so they know what to do on social media and in their stories. So together, this is teamwork. We're excited. I'm proud to be with Jafra. I love that we're kind of cleaning this up in the marketplace. Some of these companies no longer can be in direct sales. They have to just be direct to consumer. Jafra has done a great job for 63 years. We've never had anything against us or a mark on us because we really pause to train, work together to be the best company out there. So I couldn't be more proud to represent Jafra and each and every one of you. So again, thank you so much for today. We'll be back again every Friday this month, and we'll see you soon. Have a great week. Be grateful. Give the gifts away from your heart and say thank you. Thanks again. Bye, everyone.